4 weeks ago, October the 1st, I met a beautiful breast cancer survivor, Tanya Labazetta. Where are you, Tanya? This sweet lady ignited the spark in me to get our community together to come get our pink on. So, where's Jennifer? We have a little something special for you, and I just want to thank you. And Tanya said she didn't want to talk, but last week she went and she is 3 years cancer-free. Cancer-free. So Lou's Florist made this special arrangement for you, and we would like to take that. So, thank you. I know every single one of us has been touched in one way or another by this terrible disease, but we can come together and celebrate life and raise even more awareness. And this is truly a community event. It is amazing to me how everything has fallen into place, and even the weather today has turned beautiful, and I know the Lord is shining down on us right now, so thank you. I look around and I see so many special people, and Teresa Hill is one of them. We did the breast cancer 3-day, 60-mile walk 18 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
And it was just an awesome experience, and she reached out. We hadn't seen each other in years, and she's here today, and there's lots of special people. And on this postcard, when y'all leave, Shannon with Trade Ideas has put together a new Bern Get Your Pink On Facebook page. And I think we need to get our pink on all year long. I don't know about y'all, but I think we need to. And our mayor, Mayor Bettis, has declared the 3rd Wednesday in October as Get Your Pink On Day in New Bern, North Carolina. Thank you, Mayor Bettis. And his beautiful wife and I have connected, and she has been in charge of all of the activities for our children today. And talk about a beautiful woman. She has stepped up and made it happen. So anyway, I've asked a few people to come and speak today and just share their stories. And Michelle, if you would come up and say a few words.
Michelle Adams, and I have a dual role in this, in that I've been an x-ray tech for 31 years, and I've spent the last 28 years doing mammograms. And I have met a lot of patients, and I see a lot of patients here tonight too. And you form such a special bond with these patients when you work with them and they get a diagnosis of cancer. You see them back in follow-up, and they share their personal stories with you of treatments that they went through, changes in their lives. I was personally affected in 2008 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It's something that you don't ever expect to happen to you, especially when you've worked with it for so long and you've seen so many other people go through it. Mine was best case scenario. My cancer was found on the mammogram, something that would not have been felt by a doctor or felt by me. That shows you how important it is that we all do our regular mammograms. There are a lot of women who are confused about when they should have mammograms and who should have mammograms. One of the biggest things we hear from our patients, oh, I'm too old to do this, I don't need to do this anymore. But the truth is, the older you get, the more you need a mammogram. The biggest risk factor for developing breast cancer besides being female is age. So it's not a test that we ever will age out of. A lot of women think that it will never happen to them, but 70% of women who are diagnosed with breast cancer have no significant risk factors. I didn't either. I was diagnosed at 48. I have 2 older sisters and an 80-year-old mother, but yet I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Mine was found at the earliest possible stage, what we call stage 0, where it was treated just by partial mastectomy, and I did do radiation. And in my years of working with patients, I've met so many other women who got a lot worse diagnosis than I did. And it's those women that I really tip my hat to, that go through chemo, go through radiation, go through mastectomy, and travel a rougher path than what I did. And So if I can just say one more thing, it's just get your mammograms done. Yearly screening is recommended for all women over 40 once a year. If you haven't had one and you're afraid, don't be afraid. I mean, most of all of us go through childbirth and we do that several times, over and over. If you're late and you're behind, it's never too late to get caught back up. Call your doctor, make the appointment, take care of yourselves, and that's the one thing I would just drive home more than anything is take care of yourselves. Thank you.
Marilyn Dorsey. Marilyn I met today, and we have lots of mutual friends, but I've asked her to come up and say a few words.
Very few.
Very few, that's fine.
Hi, my name's Marilyn Dursey. I'm an 8-year survivor. I was diagnosed in 2004, had chemo radiation with a complete mastectomy. I went through chemo, radiation, the mastectomy, and had a wonderful support group of family, friends, people that I work with. And that, I think, along with my faith, got me through and helped me to be where I am today. I would encourage anyone going through this not to push people away. People do want to help. They want to do what they can for you, and take what you can, run with it, let them help you, keep your faith in God, and hopefully you'll survive like I did, and
We'll celebrate life.
celebrate life, that's right. Kim wanted me to tell a funny little story. The worst thing for me was losing my hair during chemo. And after chemo, I was going to radiation, and my husband said, "You are the only woman that has no hair that still takes an hour to get ready." And it's true. And when I was going through radiation, I was getting out of the car and it was very windy, and one of my eyelashes blew off because I didn't have any eyelashes, eyebrows. So I had it on, and I was down looking for it, and a gentleman came over and said, "Can I help you find your contact lens?" And I said, "Oh, it's my eyelash." And he said, "Oh." And he sort of walked away. But I did find it, was able to go through radiation, looking good, and went to the gym afterwards. So all in all, I'm very lucky, I'm very thankful, and just do what you can do to help those that you know that are suffering from cancer, and just be there for them. Thank you.
Jetty and I have been friends for a long time. We've been through a lot together, and she's a survivor. She's very special to me. And when she was going through her cancer, I didn't even know how to support her. And I've always felt like I didn't do my part when she was going through her treatment. And but you know what? I'm doing it now, and that's all that really matters. So I'm gonna let Jetty talk a little bit, and then we're gonna.
Thank you, Thea. We have been through a lot of things together, but I just want to thank her and all of the people that are here today for coming, and because it is people like you who have become aware of the breast cancer, and it's not only breast cancer we're celebrating today, it's the survivors of any cancer. There is not a person here, or probably anybody that you know, that hasn't lost or loved someone that has been affected by cancer. Not just breast cancer, and it is because of events like this that when you hear the word cancer, you really don't have as much of a fear factor. Being a nurse, I've seen the worst of the worst radical mastectomies. I'm an OR nurse, and so I've scrubbed on many of those, and to being a patient of having almost a ditto of what Michelle went through. My breast cancer was found very early by mammogram. I have no family history of breast cancer. There is cancer in my family, but no breast cancer. So again, thank you so much. And just as Marilyn pointed out, your faith, your family, your friends, and your sense of humor. Do not ever lose your sense of humor. There's a story that happened with me and my husband, but if I told it, he'd kill me. But it is something that we can live through and something that we can celebrate this life together with as we come together with knowledge and awareness. Thank you. Everyone who is a survivor, not just of breast cancer, but any cancer, if you would come forward. Hi, girls. I promise we're not going to hurt you. Robin's got a list back there. She's going to sign y'all up. She and Michelle for your mammogram. I'm just kidding. We just want to present you with a token of our love and our appreciation for you being here today. And look at this. Wow. Thank you. There's some ladies Can we give these folks a big round of applause? Right now, we'd just like to say a prayer. Thank God for all these lives, for all of you here. And we'll have a moment of silence following the amen. And I guess Thea will then give us a hands up or something, and we will do a balloon release in honor, in memory, in appreciation of all who have been and will and yet to be.
1, 2, 3.
They're all staying together.